Hello and welcome back to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff. Today we've got the fourth and the final installment of the Art of Chocolate. This is a Bricklink Designer 3 program series. This is set number 910039 with 2,615 pieces. We've already gotten pretty far on this build. And in fact, if I can fast forward this, for some reason my computer doesn't want to work. It's the large PDF file. But while we're doing that, if you would, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. That way you'll know when I put out a video. And hopefully my computer will catch up here. Meanwhile, while it's doing that, let's look at how far we've gotten so far. That requires me to change cameras, so let's do that. All right, here we go. So we've gotten this far. Okay. This is bag 1 through 26. We've got 5 bags left, and I don't see anything to do except for to get started on this and get her done. I'm very excited to get this done because we started the seaside market, the medieval seaside market, and that is a Bricklink Designer Series 4 set. And we've done 2 live streams on that. I am going to take a break from live streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I will release a shop update video. And then on Thursday, we will do another Seaside Market video, part 3. And hello, Mrs. Chip. How you doing today? But I do have some dad jokes for you tonight. I researched a few, so hopefully you guys brought your funny bones. And if you didn't bring your funny bones, go find them. All right, we'll start off with my first joke, and that is my pop-up ad blocker thing popped up an ad to tell me it blocked an ad, and I don't care. That's kind of dumb. Okay, no, really. Did you hear about the guy who had a job where he crushed cans for a living? Yeah, he had to quit because it was so depressing. All right. I've got more. Let's see. All right. The next joke I have for you is, what do you call a monkey who likes Doritos? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's a chipmunk. And yes, I do realize that that's a total dad joke. That's why I like it. And I do apologize, but these PDF files, this is why I don't like Lego not printing instructions for these. They're very expensive sets, and without printing the instructions, the PDF files are so big because these are big sets that it bogs down my computer, and I don't like it. And I have a gaming computer. It's pretty powerful, actually, but even this is a little too much for it. All right, let's go for another one. What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle? Well, the answer is pretty easy. It's a tire. Like I said, bring your funny bones tonight because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be telling a lot of jokes. Some of the jokes I have told before, but I know that not all of you have a chance to see. There's only so many jokes, number one, and number two, not everyone watches every single one of my videos. I know that. I mean, even my favorite YouTubers, I don't watch every single one of their videos. I just can't. So, if you have heard some of these before, I apologize, but we've got more for you, and that is, what did the mayonnaise say to the refrigerator? He told him to close the door because he was dressing. And do you guys know why the stoplight turned red? Well, the answer to that is, so would you if you had to change in the middle of the street. So anyway, looks like we got a sticker coming up, and we all know how I feel about stickers, but let's do it anyway. Let's just put it on here and get it over with. From beans to bars. Okay, well, you guys remember back when, I think it was AT&T used to have their commercial, more bars and more places. Well, I thought they were talking about my neighborhood where I lived at the time, because literally we lived 2 houses from the four-way force, the intersection. I'm sorry, I couldn't even think. And on that intersection, 3 of the 4 intersections had a what do you call it? A bar. And the 4th corner had a church, which later turned into an abortion clinic. Yes, I know. The irony was not lost on me on that one. And I'm not saying I agree or disagree with abortion. I'm not getting into politics. I'm just telling you what the layout of that neighborhood was. I was so glad to get out of that neighborhood because I did not want to raise my kids there. And I have since been back to that neighborhood, by the way, and oh man, it was so depressing to be there. And I don't mean soda depressing, I mean so depressing. And I'll tell you why. It was Columbus. You are correct, Miss Chip. You lived through it too. We bought this house for a reduced price. It was an old farmhouse, and we had to redo a lot of things like electrical and plumbing, a couple windows, the floors, pretty much everything you can think of, the concrete work around the house. There was so much we had to do. And one of the things I did was I rebuilt the front porch. And there was always this rose bush that was in the planter box just in front of the porch. And, well, I had to rebuild it because it was falling apart and repaint it and all that stuff. And anyway, I did. And several years later, because we got rid of the house, I think it was 2010. It might have been 2011, but it was quite some time ago. It doesn't really matter. It's been several years. And I looked on Google Maps, and you know how they do that little drive-by thing where they do the street view? I was so upset because I looked at our old house, and that porch that I had rebuilt and repainted, and oh my gosh, those people did not take care of it. You know, what they ended up doing was that they ended up letting the rose bush grow through the lattice work, and it ended up picking up the porch because it got so big, and ended up ruining the porch. And all that work I did, just nothing. I mean, I get it. I didn't own the house anymore, so I don't have any control of it, but it sure is depressing to see something you work so hard just go to crap because neglect. What I had to do is keep that rose bush trimmed back, and it would have never had the ability to do that. But I guess it wasn't important to that person, but it was important to me when I owned it. And it seems like most houses I buy end up being a project. Look at this one. Anyway, that's a whole other story. And I'm not here to complain today. I'll complain tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow. Okay, I'll complain all I want tomorrow, when you guys don't have to hear it. Speaking of complaining, I'm just kidding. I was out in the shop today, just to let you guys know. And no, I did not build the city. Instead, I was putting together Lego sets because I'm still doing that project where I am going through my Lego sets and cataloging them, making sure they have the minifigures and all of that. I busted out a table, another table, folding table, and I started spreading my bags of minifigures on those tables so I can go through it and find them easier. And that really, really helped because I had several sets where I had gotten down to the last thing and all I needed was a minifigure or two. And so that was holding me up. And so when I poured out those minifigures, I was able to find so many of them. And in fact, I'll count it here in a second because I got a spreadsheet database thing that I'm keeping. And I know it was over 30 sets that I got finished last night and today. Hello, Ken. Ken says, good evening, Jeff. I'm sitting here watching my favorite mentor while my 30-minute lunch break. That's awesome, dude. I do appreciate you. Okay, let's see. let's count here. Okay, starting on the 8th, let's scroll down. Okay. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize I got that many sets done. I got 67 sets done in the last 2 days, cataloging them and breaking them apart. Now, keep in mind that not all of them are big buildings. Some of them are, one of them was the race car from 1984, the Shell S car, whatever they called it. So it was like maybe 40 pieces, and then another set was a police boat with only 200. These aren't necessarily huge sets, but the fact that I've been able to get so many of them done is what's exciting me, because I just want to get this project over with. I am down to a few totes, and when I say just a few, again, it's all relative. Keep in mind that when I started this project, I started off with 60 or 70 totes, and I'm down to about 10. So I am starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and pouring out those pieces, it really did help, because now I can see it and I can build it faster. And that's kind of the objective, is just to jam through this and get her done, as Larry the Cable Guy would tell us. All right, looks like we can throw this guy on there. Oh, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. There, yes, there you go. I meant to do that, by the way. All right, so there we go. We have, I like that roof. That's a really good idea. I'll have to remember that building technique for much later on. All right, I'm sure we're going to do the other side yet. We got some more brown pieces. Let's get to it. So, you know what? That's actually a good idea. Let me pull up that chart again, and I'll tell you some of the sets. I won't tell you all of them, but I'll tell you some of them. So I got an X-Wing done. I got a Street Sweeper done. I started doing the town square. Yeah, that was the one that it was like Lego's 50th anniversary set that has the grandson of the founder on it. And it has a movie theater. It's got a gas station and a courthouse. I've started that one today. Oh yeah, and then there was this one set that had I don't remember the name of it. It had like a merry-go-round, a little soccer goal, a picnic table, a couple street signs, and about, I think it was like 12 minifigures per each set. Well, I had 3 of those, and I was able to, again, because it's so minifigure heavy, having that whole table of them, I was just able to go through, and I started like organizing them by color, similar torsos, that kind of thing, and then I was just able to just go to the table and be like, oh, here it is. And it was awesome. So that was definitely a good move. I'm on the lookout for any more bags that I may have that have minifigures in them. I'm sure there's a few somewhere. All right. Oh, let me show you guys what I did. We put this part right here, and we did this part earlier. So so far we've done basically from this plate up. That's what we've done so far. And looks like we got more roofing, but then again, we've got right here, we got probably the same on this side, two pieces right there. So let's just go ahead and jam through it and get it done. But yeah, I had a really good day when it comes to productivity on that. And I forgot to bring over a water bottle, guys. And it is blasted hot, even with the air conditioning going up here. So, yep, got to grab my water here. And it's really hot up here because I spent the majority of the day in the shop. And obviously, if I'm in the shop, I'm not going to have the air conditioner going. It's an unnecessary expense. So it's only been on for a short amount of time, so it's still pretty warm up here. But it'll cool off. And after the live stream, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go ahead and work on that. And what did I do wrong there? Because it doesn't look like I did it right. No, I did that right. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. I got it. Hey, John, how's it going? John, if you want to share your news, please share your news. But if you don't want to, I didn't say anything, John. And how has your day been, John? And Ken, how's your day been? My day has been ghetto fabulous as always. I did fill out 2 job applications today, by the way. And I have decided to expand my job search to another city. There's another city that's about 50 minutes away. And although it's not ideal, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And it's a town of about 50,000 people. So there will be some jobs in that area. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And John says the puppy's getting closer. Well, that's awesome, John. It's awesome. I am sincerely, John, I'm sincerely happy for you. I think, I know I'd be sad if anything happened to Enzo. And he's just become a fixture around here. You know what I mean? So I understand the need to want to have a dog and a constant companion. I mean, I've even grown attached to this little guy over here, even though he's not so little, and even though he's a turd half the time, I still love him. Maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Awesome, John. Awesome. And yes, we've talked about this, John, but I definitely want to see pictures when you actually pick them up. So I know you're kind of looking at the ones that were born, but you're not really sure which one you want until you get there. So when you do make that decision, please send pictures my way. But I only want pictures that are appropriate for YouTube, by the way. That's just a joke, y'all. But y'all have to understand, I've known John for many years now, so I feel like John and I think John and I have joked about everything underneath the sun, so I don't think there's really much that offends him or I. We just say what's on our mind. Oh, I forgot. I had dumb jokes. Okay. What do you call a cow with 2 legs shorter than the other? Lean beef. And the other joke, which was not on the list, but I remembered it from before. Do you know how to find dragon milk? Yeah, find a cow with all 4 legs that are short. How's that? So, Mrs. Chip, are you anywhere close to the flooding that has been going on in Texas? And where is it in relation to you? Do you know? If it's not close by to you? All right, we got some sort of side project here. If this thing will scroll down a little bit, there it goes. She is swimming. Yeah, she probably is. It's too bad I'm not there to see it. All righty. So, a little known fact about me. I don't know. I love watching this thing on the internet called Second Date Update. And it's a radio show. It's based out of Seattle. And what happens is if you go on a date with somebody and it doesn't work out, like they don't call you afterwards or something, you can call or email the radio station, text them, whatever, and ask them to call the person to see if you can get a second date with them. I find the show very hilarious, and the reason I do is because the reasons that people give that they won't date anybody sometimes are just, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And I was watching it today, and or listening to it today while I was out in the shop, and there was one that the guy failed to mention that he made out with the girl's best friend. They were at a restaurant, and when he went to the bathroom and came back out, his girlfriend, or the girl he's on a date with, not really his girlfriend, she ended up being outside the bathroom and made out with the dude. So in other words, the girl that he was dating, her friend, met the other friend's date and made out with him at the bathroom, right outside the bathroom. And he couldn't figure out why the girl wasn't calling him back. Well, I think girls and guys talk to each other, and I think you got screwed, buddy. You screwed yourself, or you played yourself, or what do they call that? So anyway, that was a fun little thing that I did today. Was just watch that mess. And I mean, I know it's a mess, and it's kind of like watching Jerry Springer in a way, because people doing dumb things to mess up their own lives, and then they wonder why there's consequences. It's no big secret why there's consequences. I mean, I think I've told you guys before that one of my dad's favorite sayings for us kids growing up was, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I think making out with your date's best friend is definitely playing a stupid game and winning a stupid prize. And yeah, they're going to talk. People say they don't kiss and tell, but believe me, they do. Okay. So we got a guy with a walnut in his hand, and we've got a squirrel. So there we go. And I think this is the last minifigure of this thing. And if it is, that means that we have 2, 4, 6, 7 minifigures in this whole entire shebang here. And I think that's pretty cool, actually. All right. I know we got to build the back here, and I think that's what we're going to do next. So let's just click on the good old instructions and get her done. I'm going to try to build this in a way you guys can see it while I'm doing it, because it looks like the instructions are lined up as such that I can without having to tweak my neck or anything crazy. So let's just keep going here. And I do have more jokes for y'all, by the way. I promise I will not run out of jokes. I'll research more if I have to. Then I'll start telling jokes, getting kicked off YouTube if I have to. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. All right. All right. Why did the dad take an extra pair of socks when he went golfing? Well, the answer's pretty simple. In case he got a hole in one. And I don't know if you guys know golfing. I know about golfing, but I have to admit I think it's not a very entertaining sport. But, hey, to each his own. I'm not here to knock what you want to do. You want to golf, you golf. Just don't tell me about it. I don't care. I mean, it's like you hit a ball and then you run after it and try to find it. It's pretty stupid. I'd rather dump a bunch of Legos into a bucket and then try to find them. But hey, that's just me. We are underneath an extreme fire warning in this area, which I am glad that I've kept my grass pretty green. So that way, hopefully I won't be in any fire danger. And because I've got a couple acres around my house, I think I'm pretty well insulated. At least I hope I am. The only thing that does suck is that my house, we have an electric well pump, and I don't have solar. So if the electricity were to go out, I would not have water. And that is something that does kind of bite about this house, is that if the electricity goes out, there's no water. Okay, so that's there. Oh, I didn't put that on there right. Let me get that right. Okay. I've been thinking about getting solar, not because I care to be, it's not necessarily for the environment. It's for me. It's for so I have water all the time, even when power goes out. And also, if I had a battery backup system, my CPAP would work when the power's out, which is a huge problem. I can't sleep when the power's out. My thing is so bad. And actually, that reminds me, they called me today, and I did not answer. I need to call and schedule my sleep study. So anyway, yeah, get this. I've had sleep apnea for it's been diagnosed since 2011 for 14 years, and because I switched insurance companies, or I didn't switch them, they switched them on us. They're saying, well, we don't have a record of you having sleep apnea, so we won't give you supplies unless you have a sleep study on file. And it's like, really? And unfortunately, I tried to get a hold of the clinic that did it all those years ago, but they are out of business. I wouldn't know where to find those medical records if I tried. So, anyways, moral of that story is I am forced to do yet another sleep study, even though it's dang obvious that I have it, but whatever. I'm not here to complain. Oh boy. This thing is just slower than molasses on a January morning. That's something my grandma used to say all the time. And I feel like we need another joke. What do you call a farmer that makes bad jokes? He's corny. And so are my jokes. I know it. I own that. But you guys can call my jokes corny all you want. I will tell you what. When I used to work at the hospital and other places, including the IRS, I used to have people that would come up to me and go, just having a bad day. You got a joke for me? And of course, I know my audience. I knew which ones I could tell the inappropriate ones to, and which ones I had to keep it, on the up and up, so I don't get dragged into HR. And seeing as I never got dragged to HR, I think I did it right. But I used to tell some of the nastiest jokes, funniest jokes, you name it. I have them. I'd tell them. But when I'm on YouTube, sorry guys, I got to keep it YouTube standards because I don't want all the work that I put in this channel just to go away because I told one joke that made everyone laugh but one person. But I will tell one joke that it won't get me kicked off of YouTube, but it's not family friendly. So if you're a young kid for about the next 15 seconds, turn off the sound starting now. Okay, here's the joke. What's the difference between your mom and three dicks? Oh, I'm sorry, I messed that joke up. What's the difference between a joke and three dicks? And the joke is, punchline is, your mom can't take a joke. So anyway, we can have kids back because I'm not going to tell any more like that. Yes, I like all kinds of jokes, guys. If you ever want to send me some jokes, I don't care. I mean, if they're not YouTube appropriate, I can't tell them, but I'll certainly listen to them and probably laugh at them. That's just how I am. All right. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? The reason is because if they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels. Which I don't know if you guys have ever really had much experience with a seagull. I'll be honest with you, man. Them things are some nasty freaking creatures, man. We used to have them when I lived in California. We lived right off the bay, San Francisco Bay, and I hated those things, man. They dive bomb you. They poop everywhere. They're nasty, and my elbow keeps popping on this table. Doesn't usually do that. So anyway, I'm not a fan of seagulls. We don't have seagulls here, but Salt Lake City does, because the Great Salt Lake, even though it's not an ocean, um, yeah, it's salt water, so they do congregate around the Salt Lake, and that's actually a problem for the airport sometimes, because the airport, the runway takes off right over the Salt Lake on one section of it. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So how are we doing on time? We're halfway through, and we've got 2 more bags after this. That's good. That means we could finish this tonight, no problem. Anyways, I would go a little bit longer anyway, because I just want to get this done. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. My computer is like spazzing out on me. It's spazzing out on me because it's a stupid PDF file instead of paper instructions. And this PDF file has got 848 pages so far. So, and they're all got graphics on it. So kind of, yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. This thing's just not cooperating. There it goes. All right. I feel like it's time to tell another joke, so let's flip over here. All right. Okay. This one, okay, it is corny as hell, but I thought it was funny. And okay. Why do fish live in salt water? The joke is because pepper water would make them sneeze. So anyway, there you go. In case you didn't know, I'm going to educate you. And that one, well, I admit that one was pretty bad, but I liked it nonetheless. And okay, what kind of streets are a ghost's favorite place to haunt? Oh my gosh, a dead end street. So anyway, that one was corny, but I actually liked that one. That was pretty good. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Oh, Super Doom King, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just telling dumb jokes tonight. So if you got some dumb jokes you want to throw in the comment area, you are more than welcome to. In fact, you'll save me from saying them. So I'd appreciate that. Playing Splatoon, I've never heard of that one. Were you just making fun of Platoon, maybe? I don't know. It's cool. It's all good. All right, let's get this on there. Okay, so this is what we got done from this dark tan plate all the way up, and I imagine we'll be doing the other side next. We've got 2 more bags, and then we'll have the whole entire thing in the bag. I told you, this is dumb joke night. And just because of that, I've got another one for you. Why do you tell an actor to break a leg? And that's because every production has a cast. I told you. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it right here so you guys can see me build. A game where you shoot ink all over the place. Oh, okay. All right. I've honestly never heard of it, but I don't play games very often anymore. But when I do, my pick is Civilization. Civilization 6, I think it is. I like the strategy game. I like how if you invest a lot in science, you can kind of jump ahead of the line. And I've actually gotten to the point where I attack an enemy who only has spearmen with stealth fighters. And it's kind of a uneven match, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to win that one. But anyway, I do like that game, and I do like investing heavily in the science. And John, I think you used to play Civilization 6 as well, right? But yeah, we're almost done with this set, and tonight will be the night we finish it, I promise. And like I said, tomorrow I'm taking the night off. I will have a video for you, though. I need to edit it, but I've already filmed it, and it is on a shop update. And then on Thursday, we're going to do part 3 of the Medieval Market, which is the part of the Bricklink Designer Series 4. So please stay tuned for that. You'll see that on Thursday. And I think we are going to have probably 6 parts to that, only because maybe 5. But it's a very, there's a lot of bags and they're small. But that's kind of the thing. Because they're small pieces, this thing is taking a lot longer than I thought it does. And I'm not trying to brag, but a lot of people, when I'm on live streams with other people, they're like, man, you're a fast builder because we build at the same time. And I do tend to build faster than most people, except for when I have instructions that I'm waiting on to flip the page every single time. And that's what's happening right now. I have to kind of wait because my stupid computer can't load it fast enough. I'm scrolling and it's like moving up an inch, moving up an inch, moving up an inch. It's going really, really slow. So I'm trying. I'm trying to keep up, but that's not really possible right now. So yeah, man, just stay tuned. We've got all of the Series 4 this time, and happy to say I was able to order all of Series 5 that came out and was crowdfunded a couple of weeks ago. I got all of that in. I've got them all ordered, so they should be. They're supposed to be here. They say within 6 months. So we will build all of Series 4 on camera. I've also got the Ninjago build I got to do on camera. The riverboat. Let's see what else is around here. Got plenty of city I could build on camera. We've got a lot going on here. All right, time for a joke. Okay, this one I really liked when I read it. What did Winnie the Pooh say to his agent? Well, the answer to that is, show me the honey. Instead of Jerry Maguire, show me the money. Yes, I realize that's a dumb joke, but it made me laugh because I love that movie Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and who was the other lady in there? The single mom, that show. God, I can't remember. Anyways, it was a good show. And I will turn this around so y'all can see it. There you go. We've done that so far from this dark tan plate up, and we're going to continue. Scientists invent nanochips. Now plankton can enjoy Doritos. I like that. And I do like my dumb jokes, guys. I just do. What kind of dogs love car racing? Well, that should be an obvious answer. A lap dog. Like I said, it's still hot up here. I am looking forward to tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, we're supposed to have a cool down of about 10 degrees. But kind of the bummer thing is the very next day, it's supposed to be right back up the same as it is today. So we only get a 1-day relief from the heat. But I will take it because that shop is not air conditioned. The only thing I have is to open the doors and have a couple fans I can have going in there. But that's about the only relief I get from the heat, and it really isn't that much. So that's part of the reason why I like to come in here and do my live streams this time of day, because this is the hottest part of the day out there. And so if I come in here, I'm in the air conditioning. Even though it's warm up here, it does feel better than the shop. And then after after doing a live stream, it kind of cools off just a little bit, not a whole lot, but it does. So anyway, just trying to have nature work with me, not against me. Oh boy, this window does not want to pop it in. There it goes. I'm sorry, I am just waiting on the instructions to load up. For some reason, they don't want to load because, well, not for some reasons, because the file's so big, like I've said. So I have to kind of just, work with what I've got. Can't afford a new laptop yet, so. I wished I could just replace the memory chips in here, but I don't even think that would do it. This laptop's not that old. This is just a really big file. Maybe if I could beef up the RAM, it would help some, but I don't know how much. All right, so there you go. We've got a little bit more done. And also, the other advantage too is that by not doing a live stream tomorrow and waiting till Thursday, there should be a new set of News of the Weird stories. And y'all know me. If y'all know me, you know I love my News of the Weird. Those stories are obviously weird. And I just love people's stupid excuses for why they do what they do. As I've said in the past, people just fascinate me because, excuses people make and the things that people do. It just fascinates me. I didn't say I agree with them. I just think it's fascinating. All right. I'm waiting for my stinking computer to catch up to where I'm at. While I'm waiting for that to happen, let me turn on the fan. It's getting too hot in here. I really don't like having the fan on because I know some people have told me that it can mess with the sound a little bit. And I apologize if it is. I am just too warm up here. Well, one more bag after this one, guys, and we're done. So I'll have another dumb joke here just in a second. You know what the best thing about Switzerland is? I don't know, but its flag is a big plus. And if you don't know, it is a big plus sign, by the way. I think it's red with a white plus on it, if I remember right. I apologize for the slowness, but my computer is not cooperating. I am trying to spin the little dial and hope that I can build fast enough because I'm trying to go ahead, move this along. So what do you call it when one cow spies on another cow? Oh, it's a groaner. It's called a stakeout. And I know these jokes are dumb, but I don't know, man. For something about this makes me laugh. And again, I don't mean to make fun of any particular group, but so if two vegans get into an argument, is that still considered a beef? And no, I'm not making fun of vegans necessarily. I'm making fun of everybody. And if you're kind of bummed that I didn't get to your particular group or whatever yet, just wait. I'll get there. It's coming. I promise. Oh my gosh. Why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands. I know, that was pretty dumb. I'm just waiting for the instructions, guys. It's not loading. It's going really slow, and I apologize, but there is only so much I can do about that. Maybe if I'm going to close. Let me close a few things here. Maybe that'll help. No, it didn't help. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do to... Oh, I got quite a few things open. I didn't realize that. Let me close these then. Maybe that'll help. I got a few other windows open, so let me close them up. There we go. That seemed to have helped some. Okay. I hope this helps. Why did the Lego Art of Chocolate set break up with the vanilla bricks? I'm not sure. And hello, roaming Lego, by the way. How you doing? Yes, that seemed to have helped quite a bit because now it's scrolling a lot easier. Oh, I spoke too soon because it doesn't want to move. Oh, dang it. I'm sincerely trying to speed this along, trust me. All right, let's do this. Oh, so we got two. I'm good, thanks for asking. Because it couldn't handle a relationship without a bit of coconut. All right. That's pretty good. I think one of my favorite memes is that dinosaur, like Godzilla, stepping on the Lego store and hurting his foot. I think that was pretty good too. You know, something happened. Oh, my phone's over there. Oh, that's right, it's charging. I heard it go off, but yeah. So, what do you like building, roaming Lego? Like, what's your favorite Lego theme? My first is Lego City, Star Wars, and Star Wars is actually my second. I do own many Star Wars sets. In fact, I just took apart an X-wing. Oh gosh, can't remember the set number, um, but it was from like, oh, I don't know, like 15 years ago. It was one of the first ones. It wasn't. It wasn't the light gray one. It was a different one. It was the red one with the rubber bands that you twist the thing in the back to make the S foils go out. Um, I need to take apart a few Star Wars sets, by the way. I have the Ultimate Collector's AT-AT downstairs that needs to be ripped apart. And what else do I have? I think for Star Wars. Oh, forgot about that. Kylo Ren's helmet. I got to take that apart too. All right. What did the blanket say when it fell off the bed? It said, "Oh, sheet." Okay, we're on bag 31. Okay, well, hopefully this thing will speed up. I'm not the one that's building slow. It's my computer that's not. It's just not accepting the large instruction file, and it's really kind of annoying at this point because it always does this in the beginning of the build. It's fine, and then as you get deeper and deeper into the build and further into the file, it just doesn't want to cooperate. And it happens every time with these Lego Bricklink Designer sets, which is why I don't like. That's just one of the reasons that I don't like the PDF instructions. And I recently built X-Wing set 7.5. Oh yeah, I remember that one. That's the newer one, right? Yeah, that is the. Well, I think it's like 3 years old. Yeah, that one's a good one. And why don't the chocolate bricks ever get into arguments? I don't know. because they always melt things over before it gets sticky. That's pretty good. All right. All right. How did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas? Well, the answer to that is he felt his presence. All right. I don't know why I find that funny, but okay. Again, I'm just waiting for the computer now. May the force be with us all. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I saw Star Wars. Star Wars came out when I was a kid. I was alive when it came out. And I remember thinking that it was so cool. And I ain't gonna lie, I tried to see if I could use my hands to do the choke hold without touching my sister. But my little sister, I remember trying to see if I could be like Darth Vader, and when he says, "I find your lack of faith disturbing," and he chokes the guy with the force chokehold. And I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. I love my sister, I really do. I mean, you know, sort of, kind of. No, I'm just kidding. I do. We just didn't get along as kids, but now that we're older, we get along just fine. I think it's because we both have had to raise children and we both understand the common struggle. But as kids, I did not like her. Yeah, it is retired. Okay. I didn't know that it was retired. I just know that I remember getting it, I want to say right when I moved in this house, and I moved in here 3 years ago. So if my memory's correct, it's about 3 years old. But, you know, I've been wrong before. And as I like to commonly say, I thought I was wrong once, but then I found out I was only mistaken. All right, like when it goes like that. Spoken like a true brother. Yeah, I mean, I admit it. My sister and I, we did not get along. I did not like her. It was mostly me. I just didn't like her. But you know something? I've grown out of it. I love my sister now. She's pretty cool. Why didn't the Lego minifigure get a job as a motivational speaker? Heads would roll. I don't know. Because he always knew how to piece things together one brick at a time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just waiting on the good old computer again to scroll through. I will look in to see how much it would cost to upgrade the RAM on this thing. Depending on the price, it might be just worth getting another one. Which, if that's the case, I do not have the money for that. So I did like Austin Powers, where they made fun of Star Wars by having a TIE fighter cockpit glass in their secret volcano layer. That was pretty good. And also, Spaceballs coming out with a new movie. Sounds fun. just can't believe that Mel Brooks is going to be in it because he's old. They said he's going to play Yogurt again, by the way. Well, I'm pretty sure this goes right here, even though the instructions didn't tell me to do that. I'm going to be a rebel. Yep, that's what the instructions told me to put it next. I apologize, guys. My computer is just really, really slow. And it's because this stupid file is like 800 something pages. I really should write to them and tell them, hey, look, please start printing the instructions for this. I mean, they charge you enough. They should be able to give you instructions. You subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I am right now building a large Lego city. I'm trying to, I've got a 2,400 square foot shop. And I'm hoping at some point it'll fill the whole entire thing. It's going to take me a couple of years, obviously. But I will get there. Okay. I am actually, this thing will not load, guys. All right, I'd hate to do this. I'm gonna close it real quick and then go back into it and see if it'll, see if I can bring it back up and it'll load properly. Sometimes you just gotta just close things to open it back up. Sometimes it does the trick. So I apologize for the delay, guys, but it is technical difficulties. It is not me. Oh, of course, it went a few steps back. Awesome, thank you. Okay, now, but it's going a little faster though. Okay, well, hopefully it okay. I do not want to do that. There we go. All right, sorry about the delay. That did seem to do the trick a little bit. It's a little slow, but it is moving a lot better than it was. So, do you build your Lego sets without taking a sneak peek? I do. I do not look at the instruction manuals at all. I want my reactions to things to be genuine. So I do not look ahead. And on this channel, I have built several custom builds, like my little bit over 7 foot tall daily bugle. And that one, there are no instructions for that. I just built it off the top of my head. And if I ever get back to it, I've got an Avengers Tower I'm building too. So, and the Avengers Tower is using 10 of the Avengers Tower sets. So anyway, I like to do that. My city, of course, is truly my city. And I say that because I'm not trying to down other YouTubers, because everyone's got their reason for doing whatever they do. And I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say this, but I don't want my city to be a bunch of Lego sets lined up, and all I do is maybe build a custom road and I say, hey, look at my Lego city. Because in my opinion, that's not my Lego city. That's Lego's Lego city. I've just got a bunch of them lined up. I can't really call that my city. I don't feel right. So my city is so far almost 100% custom. I've only got one official Lego set on there. Everything else is custom built. I will put some other Lego sets on there eventually, but for right now, as far as I can go, I'm not going to. Okay. We are done, guys. This set is complete. And what do we have? We've got the whole entire shebang here. All 31 bags, I think it was. All right. What do I like about this? Well, number one, I do like the 1928 sign right there. I do like the stickers. Actually, I don't like stickers, but I do like the details the sticker adds. I love the fact that they have all these snow little patches on here, because if you really wanted to, you could put this in a Christmas type winter village and it would fit very nicely just because of the snow. And also, you know, you tend to give away a lot of sweets during Christmas time. So I think it fits very well. I do like the minifigures. There's 7 of them. And also they've got, I think it's the other side. It says tasting room, is it? Oh, tasting room's right here. And the chocolate shop's down here. I do like the ironwork in the front here with a little bit of greenery. I do love how the back opens, because that allows you to full access. I do not like Lego builds that don't have a back to them. All of my stuff have backs to them except for the very edge of the city. And everything I've ever built always has a back to it. So anyway, I do like when they have backs to them, and this one does. I also like the fact that it opens up so you can easily access everything. You know, sometimes with the modulars, they have each floor come apart. It really wouldn't have been, I mean, I don't think that would have been very easy to do with this one, so I do appreciate them doing the hinge back. I think it's pretty cool. If you guys would, hit that like button, subscribe. Also, thanks for spending your evening with me, or part of it. I appreciate it. Remember, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. I'm going to do a shop update video. But on Thursday, we will continue with the Medieval Seaside Market, which is part of Series 4 of the Bricklink Designer Program. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you on the next one.